Hi, my name is Ashraf Ismail, Game Director of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and I'm very proud to be showing off the Caribbean open world. Here, we're going to start with Edward. After completing a few missions, he's met up with the assassins, but he's not yet bought into the creed, so he still has this selfish need for fame and fortune. Edward is one of the most unique characters we've created for the Assassin's Creed universe. He is a man who is still trying to figure out who he is in life and what he wants to get out of it. At this point in the story, he still wants that fame, so one way to get it is to complete these assassination contracts. This is a way to make money and to gain a bit of notoriety. So here we go. We have 2 targets to take out, 2 Templar brothers. So we're going to accept the contract, and the world map is going to show us where this contract takes place. So we see here that the contract is actually very close to us. It starts in the village we're in, but as we zoom out, we want to show you the world that we have. Many locations, over 50 locations, centered by Cuba, the Bahamas, and Florida up north. This is a massive world. There's a lot to find and do in this Caribbean Sea. But now we'll get back to the Fisherman Village and go after our targets. The Fisherman Village, it's one type of location in this world. It's really here as a convenience to the player. This is where you can start missions, where you can shop to upgrade Edward and the Jackdaw itself. It's really about the mood and the ambiance of the Caribbean Sea. In the distance, we have a tavern that we're approaching. Taverns are places where you can hire crew, play mini games, drink if you wish. But for now, we're going to focus on the targets and take them out. Now that we've taken out one brother, the other one's going to bolt. Just like classic ACs, we can chase him down and take him out that way, but there's many ways to complete this contract. We can use the new free aim system to shoot him this way, to eliminate him that way. We can jump onto the ship and take him out with his crew, but instead we're going to let him escape into the sea and follow him with the Jackdaw. This is your ship. This is the second main character of the game. You're going to have to customize and upgrade the ship as you go on this journey with Edward. We've seamlessly gone from a ground chase right into a naval chase. We could destroy the ship and complete the contract that way, but instead, using the spyglass, we can see that he's carrying a lot of rum. Rum is important in the economy system. It's one way of making a lot of money if you sell it properly. So instead of destroying the ship, we're going to plunder that ship. Fire! Here you can see the upgrades that we've made into the naval combat. Using the front cannons, you can shoot chain shots to slow down the ship. Using the new round shot mechanic of trajectory aiming, you can aim for the hull and do a lot of damage this way. This specific enemy is what we call a frigate. Frigates are the type of ships that you need to destroy as fast as you can, because the longer the fight lasts, the more damage they're capable of doing. We have other enemy types like the Charger or the Man of War. The Man of War is a massive ship capable of carrying over 100 cannons. These are ships that you really need to upgrade to be able to face. But now that this frigate has been demasted, we can start the boarding. Boarding, it's very important. You are a pirate. This is how you gain cargo. This is how you take on ships. So here we can start the boarding from any orientation or angle we wish. The distance even matters. If you get too close, the 2 crews will just jump right into each other. If you start a bit further, you can jump in the water and go in for a sneak stealth attack. We have 2 objectives to accomplish for this boarding. We can take out the captain, and we need to take out some of his crew. So using the swivel gun, we will efficiently take out a lot of the crew. And now we'll go for the captain using Edward's navigation abilities. Here, again, using the new free aim system, we have a dangerous enemy on the other side taking out our crew. We can easily take him out with a headshot. So what we see here is that 2 ships have come together to create this 3D environment where, using your assassin abilities to navigate, to be stealthy, you can take the advantage and get the kill by surprise. Now that we've taken out the captain, we still need to take out a few of the crew members to complete this boarding. Now that we've plundered the ship, we're going to gain that rum that we saw earlier, but we're also going to gain ammo and crew members and some gold. With every boarding, there's 3 options that you can do with that ship. You can gain crew members, you can send the ship to your fleet if you wish, or you can salvage a ship to repair the Jackdaw if you took too much damage in the fight. In this case, since we did well, we're going to send the ship to our fleet. Now that we're back in the Caribbean Sea, we needed to make sure that every minute something is being advertised to the player, something new for the player to do. In this case, we have this uncharted location. These are what we call playas. We have over 75 of these in the Caribbean world. Every playa has something very important for the player to find, something that will help in upgrading Edward or the Jackdaw. So it's in your advantage to explore these locations. Again, for us, seamlessness is very important. We needed to be able to explore this Caribbean world without having too much interruption in the action. So being able to just let go of the wheel anywhere we want, jump into the water, and swim over to that location. This is very important for the mood and the immersiveness of this Caribbean open world. Here, as we get on the playa, in the distance we can see that there's a faction battle, but closer to us we can see that there's this poor drunken sailor who's passed away. But being a pirate, of course, we're going to loot his body and see what he has for us. So we found a treasure map. This treasure map is asking us to go to an island called Mysteriosa. Every time you find one of these, you know that you're going to find a treasure that is linked to the progression of the Jackdaw or Edward, so they are very valuable. Here we're going to take a look at that faction battle. We have a British ship facing off against a Spanish ship. We could jump in and take advantage of this opportunity, allowing each ship to weaken the other and for us to plunder both. But now we're going to make our way back to the Jackdaw. Again, this is the second main character of the game. There's a